is the one, the only, never duplicated, Solano of Peru. To my new subscribers, welcome to that S to the O fam. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot. And as always, I have been gone for a while. It's only been like 4 months. But, you know, it does get kind of boring and repetitive when fragrances are the same. But I have missed you guys. Thank you guys so much to my new subscribers. It really does mean a lot. If you happen to be new to this channel and you like this type of content that has to do with fragrance later, what's hot, what's not, please hit that subscribe button. If not, thank you guys so much for coming either way. And as always, let's get on with it. So today I am going to do my weekly rotation. I guess that's a good way to come back. And these are the fragrances that I've been wearing. It hasn't been nothing new. I haven't really bought anything new. Have I bought anything new? I don't think so, but I haven't bought anything new because I have been away in hiatus pretty much, just enjoying the fragrances that I had. But let's start with this fragrance rotation and let's get on with it. So yeah, pretty much so I'm back. Thank you guys so much. Again, thank you guys for waiting for me, for the new subscribers again. Really does mean a lot. I do want to thank Steven from Herrera Lessons for putting that video up in cool water that we did a while ago. Like, it was a while ago. A lot of people said when I decided to take my hiatus, I put it up on my Instagram and I said I'm gonna step away. I'm done for now, and I am pretty much done. I'm gonna do videos as much as I can whenever I feel like it, because it does get boring and it's a lot of work. But yeah, let's get on with the review. And I said my rotation week that I wore, and these are the fragrances that I wore. Let's start with which one let's start with? Let's start with this one that is new. Like I said, I haven't bought any fragrances. This was actually given to me by somebody. This is the Carolina Herrera, the new one. This one's the Carolina Herrera Cobalt. I think it was named the Bad Boy Cobalt. And what you get here, you get some plums, you get some lavender, you get that fragrance. You get that nice fragrance with that plums, lavender, and almost kind of a gourmandy level. It does remind me in the same realm of Lucky. It's not the same, but a little bit different kind of in that realm. And this one right here, if you want to get the compliments, this one has garnered me a lot of compliments. It's not really a projection monster. It's more of that intimate setting that when you're getting close to your significant other and they get close to you and they smell it. I got a compliments by a lot of girls with this one, so this one's solid if you're looking for that type of fragrance. I didn't really ask for this one. This was given to me, like I said. And Bad Boy Cobalt, I got the bigger bottle. I didn't really want the bigger bottle due to the fact that I have so many fragrances and I am trying to get rid of some of them. And yeah, pretty much the redundant ones, but this one's pretty good, pretty solid. I have worn it a little bit more than ever, and I have liked it because I do like Bad Boy Lucky. You get that plum, that lavender again. It's a solid fragrance for a night out, intimate setting type of fragrance. And that's one of them, Carolina Herrera, obviously by Bad Boy. Bad Boy's Carolina Herrera Cobalt. The next one that was on my rotation that I've worn, that I've been actually feeling out because I was put these ones away, and they're more spring, is Feeling Chill by Juicebox. As you can tell, you know I'm a big fanboy of Juicebox, and I really like what they bring to the table. So if you guys don't know about this one, Feeling Chill has some watermelon, some coconut water, some fig. This is really a tropical type of fragrance that you get with this one. What you get here, the good thing about Juicebox, that you guys don't know, is that you mix music with fragrances, and this one is basically more like a tropical vibe, a Bob Marley vibe, that you're just home, relaxing, just chilling. This was actually one of the fragrances that put me in that chill mood, so I decided I wanted to wear it, and I was just lounging around the house and just chilling, and I stepped away from there. This one's one of the fragrances that I've worn a lot, Feeling Chill by Juicebox. Hopefully this catches it, and boom, right there. Feeling Chill by Juicebox, awesome fragrance. All of the fragrances are pretty good in this one. This is actually one of my favorite houses. And yeah, pretty much the record on the bottom, if you guys don't know, it's supposed to put a vinyl, and this one's the vinyl was 78. If I'm not mistaken, the vinyls are 78, and this is exactly what it does on the top. Number two that I've worn, actually these were together. I layer these together all the time. When I wore it, I wore 14-Hour Dream by Juicebox. And this one's solid. You get some saffron, you get some vanilla, some sweetness in there. It's really real sweetness. I forgot what this is supposed to reference, but I think this is just a 14-hour dream tour that they did when there was just underground parties, and this was solid with this one. I like that I normally layer with this one together. These two, if you got these two together and you want to wear this, layer these up, feeling chill, Juicebox and 14-hour dream. Awesome. Now, if you wanted to know if I got the compliments with them, I always get the compliments when I layer those two together. Solid fragrance together. It's something about them that they blend together and just boom together. Another fragrance, those two are not really powerhouse fragrances. They're more intimate fragrances. So yeah. Let's go on to the next one that I've worn right here. Had to bring Inicio. Inicio, I have been so far away from this game. Must therapy. And this one right here, what you get here, you get this floral, milky, musky fragrance that you get right here, and it's really, really solid fragrance. Since it's white, it gets so dirty. And yeah, I've worn this one with really awesome fragrance. I like it. It's musky, milky, florals. Really perfect for the springtime that we're coming to. I've worn it when it was a nice hot day to my job, and solid buy that I bought with this one a while ago. And pretty much that was one. Did it get me the compliments? Not really. But again, I was playing around with a lot of my fragrances, and I did manage to layer it with this one. Wild cherry. What you get here is you get this cherry, vanilla, some almost reminds me of hulls, like those cherry hulls. That's what it reminds me of. But it's a really, really gourmand lover's dream. This is straight gourmand. If you could tell, I have worn a lot of it. Not a lot, but comparing to what fragrance I use, this has been actually one of my go-tos lately that I've worn. So I layered it with this one. Really, really, if you're into cherry, that's probably one of the best ones. You get the cherry vanilla, you get some florals in there. Awesome fragrance with this fragrance with wild cherry. I fell in love with it. It was a good recommendation from my good boy NYC Fragrances Joe. And yeah, on to the next. Another one that I've worn has been Greenlee by Perfumes de Marly. This one right here. But you get this nice musky apple with some, it's kind of like you're in the woods. Like you get that wet, almost wet, like when it rains right there. It's kind of like that, best to explain it. That crisp apple in the beginning, and that muskiness, that awesome fragrance that you get with it. It reminds me almost like you're fresh out of the shower and you just throw this on and you smell clean, manly fragrance that you get with this one right here. Did I get the compliments? If you want to know, of course I got the compliments with this one. You just don't get compliments by fragrances. You also have to take a shower. That has to do with that, with the shower vibe. You just can't just throw on a fragrance and be like, yeah, I get compliments. No, you. Another one that I've been wearing, but lately had been my go-to, was Intense Cherry by Montage. Hopefully this picks it up, and there you go. This one actually, it's another one of the best cherries out there. This was recommended to me by my good friend Chris. I used to work at Bloomingdale's and used to work at a Montel Mancera. Then he told me about it. This is probably the best cherry. What you get here, you get some bergamot, you get some cherry, you do get some floral, some vanilla. This one here almost reminds me of Mancera Wild Cherry, but this one's a little bit more sweeter, and I think a little bit more floral than the other one. It does have similar vibes, but it's just more sweet. I think this one will lead a little bit more feminine, but that was another one I wore. Compliments did I get with that one? Not really, but I enjoyed it. So I've been on cherry kick, as you can see. The last one that I've worn was Juicebox Cheeky Smile. Right here, Cheeky Smile. This was actually one of my fragrances that I've gotten. That got me one of the most compliments. Remember, I got the most compliments I got when I wore this a while ago was 5 compliments in a day. Now what you get here, you get this you get almost like this ISOE Super, and it kind of like almost like what's the one that has ISOE Super? Molecules or one. You get kind of like a molecule centric smile. It's really much of a people pleaser. I've layered this one with 14-hour dream. And this is the ones that I layered. Actually, if you guys know about Juicebox again, I forgot what this one was. This is more like the glow in the dark parties, like back in the days, those rage, those nights with blue lights and stuff like that. This is what this represents. So this one was that. This one glows in the dark, but I kept it in the dark so long that it hasn't been glowing in the dark, so it wouldn't glow. And plus, I got the light around, so you wouldn't know if it glows in the dark. So this is one of the bottles, my most unique bottles that glows in the dark. So this is a solid fragrance. It got me the compliments, but not this time around. It got me no compliments because I wasn't really wearing. I was just in the mood to wear Juicebox, and I had those put away because I normally put my spring and summer fragrances away, and I just was feeling those, and boom, I wore those. But if you want to know which were the fragrances that gave me the most, which was the fragrances that was the winner of this week that gave me the most compliments, would be Wild Cherry right here. This one gave me 5 compliments in one day. 5 compliments in one day by guys and girls. So you know this one, I like it. I'm not saying go out buy it, but do try it, because if that's what you're looking for compliments, I wore this because I personally like this. You know, my good friend Joe, NYC Fragrances, recommended me this, and yeah, pretty much. And then the second one would have to be Bad Boy Cobalt, or whatever you call it, would be my runner-up. So those are the fragrances that I've worn that I've normally been more attached to, that I've just picked up almost every other day and just grabbed them, because like I said, fragrances do get redundant because it's just the same shit over and over again, and it just gets boring after a while. Do I recommend any of those? Yeah, I recommend you try all of them. Sample them first and see which ones you like. Don't get them just because they say compliments, because sometimes what works for me might not work for you, and just check it out. And as always, how do I say this? I haven't said it in a while. Wear what you want, buy what you want, and I will definitely see you next time. And if I don't, it's probably because you're not subscribed. Remember, just because it's niche doesn't mean it's always good, and just because it's designer doesn't mean it's always bad. Peace, I'm out of here. You know who is the king of this bitch.